2 of the strongest Pokemon are returning to Pokemon Go for 3 hours only. And in this video, I will be going through all of the details and tips, including shiny rates, raid counters, and how you can get 8 free raid passes on the day. So the event will be taking place on Saturday, December 14th between 2 PM and 5 PM local time. For the bonuses, Duskmane and Dawnwing's Necrozma will be appearing more frequently in raids, meaning that they will be on pretty much every gym and the raids will refresh every hour. You will receive up to 5 additional free raid passes from spinning gyms. These will be additional to the daily free raid pass, plus the extra one you get for the seasonal bonus, and you can save 1 free raid pass from the day before as well, so you can get a total of 8 to use on this day. You will encounter Necrozma from these raids, and it will have an increased shiny rate of 1 in 10, so this will be one of the best chances to get this shiny if you're after it. And the remote raid limit will be increased to 20 from December 13th at 5 PM PST until the 14th at 8 PM PST. There will also be the option of a $5 ticket. This will get you another 8 raid passes from spinning gyms, you'll have an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from raid battles, and you'll get 50% more XP and 2 times Stardust from raid battles. These bonuses will be active on December 14th between 2 PM and 10 PM. You can also buy this ticket on the web store for the same price, and you will get a bonus premium battle pass with it. So if you are going to buy this ticket, then this would be the best way to get the most value. But is the ticket actually worth buying? This ticket isn't really a bad deal if you know you're going to be out raiding and doing more than 6 or 7 raids in person. The extra 8 raid passes and the Rare Candy XL, XP and Stardust bonuses are generally going to be worth $5. It is worth noting though that you may find better raid pass value in the bundles in the in-game shop, and the green premium battle passes do have more value than the orange ones that you get from the raid day ticket, because you can use them in Go Battle League as well as raids, and they won't expire either, so that's something to bear in mind. And whilst the extra 8 orange raid passes you get from the ticket will expire, they won't expire until 10 PM, whereas the other ones that you get for free on the raid day will expire at 5 PM. This means you could use the extra raid passes from the ticket to raid Pokemon in person after the Duskmane and Dawnwing's Necrozma raids end at 5 PM. But generally, with these Pokemon being so good, you are going to want to use all of your raid passes on them if you can. And I will be going through how good each of these raid bosses are in Pokemon Go later on in the video, but first, what are the best counters for them? So starting with Duskmane Necrozma, it does have a raid CP of 54,822, and the 100% IVs for Necrozma are 2104 and 2630 boosted in windy weather. Duskmane Necrozma is a Psychic and Steel type, and therefore it is weak to Ground, Ghost, Fire, and Dark type attacks. The best Mega and Primal counters are Groudon, Charizard Y, Tyranitar, Garchomp, Blaziken, and Charizard X. The best Shadow counters are Heatran, Tyranitar, Groudon, Chandelure, Excadrill, and Garchomp. The best legendary and mythical counters are Dawnwing's Necrozma, Reshiram, Heatran, Landorus Therian Form, Darkrai, and Groudon. And the best budget counters are Tyranitar, Hydreigon, Chandelure, Incineroar, Excadrill, and Delphox. Duskmane Necrozma can be duoed if you have the best counters at high levels, but otherwise I would recommend at least 3 trainers. And when it comes to Dawnwing's Necrozma, it does have a raid CP of 54,822, and like Duskmane Necrozma, beating this raid will get you an encounter with Necrozma, and the 100% IVs will be the same. Dawnwing's Necrozma is a Psychic and Ghost type, and therefore it is weak to Ghost and Dark type attacks only, but these are double weaknesses. The best Mega counters are Tyranitar, Houndoom, Gengar, Banette, Absol, and Gyarados. The best Shadow counters are Tyranitar, Weavile, Houndoom, Chandelure, Mewtwo, and Honchkrow. The best legendary and mythical counters are Dawnwing's Necrozma itself, Darkrai, Giratina Origin, Hoopa Unbound, Yveltal, and Zarude. And the best budget counters are Hydreigon, Tyranitar, Incineroar, Chandelure, Zoroark, and Weavile. Dawnwing's Necrozma is an easier duo than the Duskmane version, but again, I would take a 3rd trainer to be safe if you don't have some of the best counters at high levels. And if you are looking for people to raid with, I do suggest using Niantic Campfire to host the raid, and then you'll get paired with people who you will be able to invite to the raid to help you. You can also use Niantic Campfire to join a remote raid as well if you're looking to do that. Otherwise, you could use apps like Pokegenie to help find people you can invite to a raid you host, or again, if you're looking to remote raid yourself. And if you want more Candy and Candy XL from Necrozma you catch from these raids, you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with Necrozma. For this, you can Mega Evolve Alakazam, Slowbro, God of War, Medicham, Machamp, Latios, Latias, or Rayquaza. You could also Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is a different type if you don't have a Psychic type, because this will still give you bonus candy, but it won't get you bonus candy XL unless it shares the typing. And also remember, Mega Evolving a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level will get you more candy, XP, and chance for candy XL per catch, so worth doing this if you can. So when you beat these raids, you will get encounters with Necrozma, not the Duskmane or the Dawnwings fusions. So how do you get the fused forms? To get the Duskmane fusion, you need a Necrozma, a Solgaleo, 1000 Solar Fusion Energy, 30 Necrozma candy, and 30 Cosmog candy. And to get the Dawnwings fusion, you need a Necrozma, a Lunala, 1000 Lunar Fusion Energy, 30 Necrozma candy, and 30 Cosmog candy. But how do you get all of these? So Necrozma will be catchable when you complete either of the raids. You can also earn Solar Fusion Energy from raiding Duskmane Necrozma and Lunar Fusion Energy from raiding Dawnwings Necrozma. You will get Necrozma candy and Cosmog candy from both of these raids as well. The only requirements that you need that you can't actually get from this event is a Solgaleo or Lunala, so you will have to wait for Cosmog or either of its evolutions to be available in the game in the future, and they will most likely return in special research, and there is a good chance it will cost money for it. It is kind of a shame though that there isn't a way of at least getting one Cosmog during this event, because without Solgaleo or Lunala you can't actually get these fusions. If you do however have all of the requirements to fuse the Pokemon, you can do so, and they will stay fused permanently, but you can separate them if you want to. It won't cost any energy or candy to do so, but if you then wanted to fuse them again, it would cost you the same amount as the first time you fused them. So if I were you, I would keep your best Necrozma fused. And it is worth noting, if you didn't know already, that the fusions will take on the IVs of the Necrozma, not the Solgaleo or Lunala. And also the fusions will be shiny depending on whether the Necrozma you use is shiny or not. But how good exactly are these fusions in Pokemon Go, and which is most worth raiding? So they are actually really strong Pokemon in terms of raid attacking and in Go Battle League. Duskmane Necrozma is the 14th best Psychic type attacker and the #1 Steel type attacker. And in the Master League it is one of the best, being ranked 4. For Dawnwings Necrozma is the 15th best Psychic type attacker and the #1 Ghost type attacker. And it is also strong in the Master League at rank 15. So in terms of rankings only, Duskmane Necrozma does have a slight edge, but it does also depend on how useful a Ghost or Steel type attacker is for you. And for the Master League, it depends what Pokemon you have to build around each of them. So I would highly recommend trying to get both of these fusions on the day, because they are both very useful. And not only are they really strong and meta relevant, they also have signature moves that they will get guaranteed as soon as they fuse. And these moves have adventure effects as well. But what do these adventure effects do, and are they worth using? For Duskmane Necrozma, it will have Sunsteel Strike, and you can activate its adventure effect for 10 minutes using 3000 Stardust and 3 Necrozma candy. And if you have enough resources, you can extend this up to 2 hours and then all the way up to 24 hours total by tapping on the use button again. When activated, certain Pokemon that appear in the daytime will be attracted to your location in a similar way to an incense. And Pokemon that can only evolve in the daytime will be able to be evolved at any time when this effect is active. And the Pokemon that can be attracted to your location through this effect are Pidgey, Alolan Exeggutor, Solrock, Cottonee, Helioptile, Tyrant, Yungoos, Rockruff, and Fomantis. And there is also a chance that you could encounter a Rockruff that can evolve into the Dusk form Lycanroc. And Dawnwings Necrozma will get Moongeist Beam, which again can be activated for 10 minutes using 3000 Stardust and 3 Necrozma candy. And if you have enough resources, you can extend this up to 2 hours and then all the way up to 24 hours in the same way as Sunsteel Strike. When activated, certain Pokemon that appear in the night time will be attracted to your location in the same way as Sunsteel Strike does for daytime Pokemon. And Pokemon that can only evolve during the night time will be able to be evolved at any time this effect is active. And the Pokemon that are available from this adventure effect are Alolan Rattata, Clefairy, Alolan Marowak, Hoothoot, Galarian Zigzagoon, Lunatone, Munna, Amora, and Rockruff. And again, this Rockruff can have the ability to evolve into Dusk form Lycanroc. And which of these Pokemon from the adventure effects are actually worth catching? So for the daytime spawns, we do have access to Pidgey, and Mega Pidgeot is the 7th best flying type attacker. Cottonee also has some relevance because its evolution Whimsicott is ranked 97 in the Great League with 0, 14, 15 IVs. Tyrant's evolution Tyrantrum is a good budget rock type attacker, where it is 12th best overall. Fomantis could be worth picking up because Lurantis is ranked 100 in the Great League with 0, 15, 15 IVs. For the nighttime spawns, Clefairy is a good one because Clefable is ranked highly in the Great League at rank 21 with 0, 13, 15 IVs. Alolan Marowak is also a good spawn for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Alolan Marowak is ranked 53 in the Great League with 0, 14, 14 IVs, and by catching these Marowak, you will get Cubone candy that you can then use to power up the Cantonian Marowak, which is ranked higher in the Great League at rank 33 with 0, 14, 14 IVs, and it's ranked 10 in its shadow form, so definitely worth putting Candy into the shadow form if you got it. And Amora might be one of the better spawns out of the group because its evolution Aurorus is ranked 29 in the Great League with 0, 12, 13 IVs, and it's ranked 19 in the Ultra League with 0, 15, 15 IVs. And from both adventure effects, you can get access to Rockruff, and it doesn't have much meta relevance, but it is a good way to farm the Rockruff that can evolve into Dusk form Lycanroc if you're after that. And with that said, if you did enjoy this video, then I recommend checking out these videos on the screen now, and I'll catch you in the next one.